All right, joined here with a pregame interview with GM RJ Ziegler. Well, RJ, this season is rolling along here, but probably not in the direction we would have liked. Last night, a 3-2 loss against Richmond. 32 seconds left in that contest. Richmond gets what turns out to be the game-winning goal, and then last weekend's showcase. It was closer on paper, but I don't think people are really happy with the product on the ice right now.
Yeah, it's little things, and the guys are. I think overall the guys are working really hard. I think we're having some trouble scoring goals. That showed at the showcase quite a bit. Yesterday we only scored 2 again. I think our goaltending has been consistently good all year. I mean, we've really, I think that you try to build teams around that, and we did that this year. We have 3 great goalies. Isaac got a game up in at the showcase, and he stepped up and he played fantastic in that game. It was a shame that we couldn't get the W there either, but I think that the guys just have to keep working hard. Hopefully get a few guys back from injury. That would help, and I think it'll come together. It's definitely not. It's not the time to pull the panic bar or anything. And, it's just got to be patient, got to keep working hard, and hope a few more of these go in the net.
Some of these unfortunate omissions from the lineup. Talk about some top players in that missing from the lineup. What we're traditionally used to is pulling from the Empire team. What can we expect moving forward as far as kind of borrowing from Empire? They're doing great down at the Empire level, tied for second place with 28 points, with Richmond no less, as we go toe-to-toe with them in the afternoon game, later in the afternoon. But
their Empire team's playing fantastic, and it's something that Matt Little has had that team, our developmental team, basically, regardless of the league that it's been playing in since we started the Patriots.
Oh yeah,
he's always done a great job, and this year he's got some really good young talent on that team. I mean, there's some really good young talent on that team. And he's done a fantastic job with them. They've developed a great chemistry with each other, and it shows on their record. Mm-hmm. The tough thing is that as a GM now, our elite team we have some suspensions now. Obviously we've had injuries, and now we do have to pull. And we're only pulling 1 today. We're going to give Garrett Newton his first chance up on the elite team.
Okay.
He's got size. I think he's worked pretty hard since training camp. So we'll see how he does. And we brought Wadier up earlier, and just gotta think, if we wouldn't have brought anybody up at any point. Look how great the Empire is doing right now. Think about how great they'd be doing with all these guys.
Destroying everybody,
But we'll see how Garrett does. We're looking outside as well. We're pretty sure we're getting Nick Skurlick back right before Christmas. He's
thanks.
Just So
last to know, but you heard it here first.
He's a character guy. He brings size. If he reports in shape, then it'll be a good asset.
That's the problem. He was talking with us earlier in the season on Twitter. He's in the dorm room watching on Fast Hockey. But
you know what, man? That guy, he signed with us late last year, and it's like as soon as he walked in the building, he just started like bleeding Patriots red. And even not being here this year right now, he has been watching. He's been keeping track. He talks to the boys all the time.
He's been in touch with us.
Texting, and he just. It's great when you have guys that come in and they get that much out of the program that they just don't want to leave. He left, and he's just not getting the experience that he really wants right now out of the school that he's at. It's an NCAA school, and I think he's gonna come back. He's gonna take second semester off, reevaluate his options, potentially transfer somewhere else for next fall, but come back, get a little more Peapots hockey, and then move on from there.
That's good.
And then Ackerman. He seems to be progressing. I spoke to his dad a couple weeks ago, and he's thinking sometime in December, first, second week possibly. So that could be good for him. Yeah, that kid heals tremendously fast. For as much as he gets hurt.
Yeah, he gets hurt pretty bad too. These are not injuries to shake a stick at.
Yeah, somehow he heals them really quickly. So I don't know.
It's the Wolverine. We'll start calling him Wolverine.
Exactly. So, and then we're also, we're talking to a couple other players that. Could potentially come in and bolster us both on defense and on forward. So, and the guys that we have, even when we're short, they work hard, and you don't want to decimate that Empire team. You don't want to ruin what all those kids are working so hard for. And we want to continue to try to give them best of a chance as they can to continue doing well and really make their mark.
You're not necessarily going to pull up Kassab or Stroud right away, but you're looking for players that have the potential to develop.
Exactly.
I mean, those guys are kind of the anchors right now for Empire.
What you look at is, and there's not a lot of situations that this is the case, but if injuries or suspensions or anything else put us in a position where when we go to Florida, we don't have a full 20.
Right.
Empire team's not playing, so I don't have to worry about decimating that team.
Okay.
I can bring a couple guys up. I can bring a couple guys up, let them get some time on the elite level, and they're not missing anything.
So maybe we will see Kassab and Stroud in elite uniform.
You could. The crazy thing is with Kassab too. You wouldn't know it because he's a giant, but he's U16 age. He could be playing U16 right now.
Wow. Okay, so he's going to be around for a while.
He's even younger than he's one of only. There's only 2 or 3, I believe, on the entire Empire team that are actually of age that could still be playing U16 hockey.
That's pretty incredible, and they're doing as well as they are.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the matchup here with Potomac and Richmond. I know Shrems will be getting more into it with Coach Newton, but tell me from your perspective what you're seeing here. I mean, we've only taken 1 out of 6 from them, and it's been getting chippy.
It has. They're all close games. No one's blown each other out. I don't remember offhand, but I want to say that I don't think any of the games were more than like 2-goal games.
No, it's been mostly 2-goal games, yeah.
So, I think that's a testament, to both programs. Yeah, they're pulling the points out right now, which is obviously we'd rather be on the other side of that. But chippiness is going to happen with the age of the guys that you're coaching and the age of the guys that are here.
It's the testosterone.
Exactly. It just, I think both teams try to, neither coach endorses what happened at the end of our game yesterday. It's something where both teams got in the locker room, and I'm sure both coaches, read them the riot act on sportsmanship and representing your team and your league better than that. And, so it's just part of the learning process of coaching kids at this age. And as far as only really pulling one win out of these guys, that's true.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, if we put ourselves in the position to make the playoffs, anything can happen.
Oh yeah.
And this team will be in the playoffs. So, we'll be there, and maybe we get the chance to say, okay, congratulations, you got all those points in the regular season. This is the one that matters.
Of course.
So.
All right. Well, I think we've taken up all the time we can with you. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll catch up with you again soon.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Pre-game here with Coach Andy Newton. Coach, let's take it back a couple of weeks. We haven't seen you in quite some time for us. The showcase. On paper, it seemed a little difficult to swallow on our part, but looking at the scores, looking at the stat sheets, each game that you lost by 1 goal. Frustrating, I understand, but what can you take away from that showcase for your team?
Systems and stuff are coming in. We played great defensively. Goaltending was awesome, and we held these teams to less than 25, 30 shots each. We struggled in the goal scoring department. That's about it. We were playing teams like the Boston Junior Bruins, teams like the Hitmen, and we were all over those guys. We were playing with them shift in, shift out, and when we had opportunities to bear down and score goals, we didn't. I don't want to say that they earned a lot of goals. Some simple mistakes. We had guys blowing tires on the blue line, set them in on breakaways and stuff like that. I would say where we struggled the most up there was our power play. We had a lot of opportunities on the power play. We didn't capitalize nearly enough. We had 1 goal on a 5-on-3, I would like to say, against the Junior Bruins. And then the next thing that comes to mind is our shootouts and stuff. So, with those 2 things, if we could bury a puck on a shootout or bury a puck on a power play, we were winning the majority of those games up there. So,
despite the team's record this year, it seems as though, if the discipline comes in, if the injury bug stops hitting you guys, to us it seems like you have a playoff caliber team that could surprise a few people. Do you agree?
I completely agree. Playoff hockey, it comes down to defense and team defense at that. And as soon as we turn the puck over where it's at, our team defense starts up, and we're really buying into our forecheck in the O zone. We're really buying into the forecheck in the neutral zone as well. And so come playoff time, if we can get our power play clicking and our penalty kill as well. Our penalty kill was 100% yesterday. We're progressing on. We've changed some things up. We've changed personnel up in that department as well. So I definitely think that we could be a playoff team and go deep in the playoffs if we can get the discipline stuff put together.
Right. tough loss last night to Richmond with some unfortunate fisticuffs at the end of the game. Puts you in a real tight spot today. Talk a little bit about, from a coaching standpoint, how you're going to approach the contest here this afternoon.
Well, two things come to mind. First off, are we going to be a resilient hockey team? And then second thing, what type of character do we have in that locker room? By no means am I worried going into this game. We still got 10 forwards will be in the lineup. We're a little short-handed on the back end, but some of our defensemen that are used to logging a lot of minutes are still back there. So I'm not too worried. We're going to see Parsons in the net today. He's been struggling as of late, but very well has the capabilities of being a top number one goaltender for us. So we're going to have to keep the shift short. We're going to have to go out there in 25-30 seconds, bust our butt, and get off the ice. So,
are you looking to drop some forwards back on defense to help out some of your grinders maybe that have some defensive experience in the past?
Yeah, right now we're going to start off the game with moving Doc Gensler back on D. I believe he did log some minutes on D last year with the LA Junior Kings 18 AAA team. And depending on how he looks there, we do have Payquin that can be dropped back and play. And also I would experiment with moving Stephen Gerke back there as well.
Okay. In a game situation like this, from a coaching perspective, are you looking for a lot of neutral zone play, or are you looking for a lot of quick whistles to keep your team fresh?
No, I'm looking for a lot of offensive zone changes. When we play our system, when we gain the gain the red line and put the puck in deep and play below their goal line, I don't care if we're playing the Junior Bruins, playing the Hampton Roads, or we're playing Richmond, we do well. And so if we can get to that point, get the puck in deep and play our forecheck and run our forecheck, I want to start pulling one kid off at a time and then keep these boys rolling over the boards. Yeah, we're a little short-handed, but everything outside of junior hockey only has 3 lines. So, I think that we'll still be fine up front.
Perfect. Anything else for this afternoon's game? Any changes that we should know about?
We're going to pull up one Empire kid. Okay. Garrett Newton's going to come up, and he's going to log some minutes on the back end. We're going to see how he is. He's been doing really well down there for the Empire team, and if he comes up and does similar to what Wadier does, he might find himself a job up here. So,
all right. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon and welcome everybody to Woodbridge, Virginia, here at the Prince William Ice Center, home of the Potomac Patriots. I'm David Stearns, joined here with Brian Schrems as we get set for Game 2 of a home-and-home on the weekend between the Potomac Patriots and the visiting Richmond Generals here in this USPHL Elite Contest. Schrems last night, it was a 3-2 victory for the Richmond Generals. A goal potted with 32 seconds left in the third turns out to be the deciding factor, giving Richmond the win, and then some rough and tumble stuff. Got a little wild and woolly, down 95.
I was talking with Coach before the game, and I said, Coach, your last however many games that you played, I want to say it's 5 or 6 games that you've played, you've lost by 1 goal. And as a coach, it's got to be frustrating. He said, yeah, it is frustrating, but I have a confidence in this squad that you can take them to the playoffs if they're disciplined, if they're healthy, and they're going to make an impact if they do. So obviously, some difficult things out on the ice to take care of now, but you turn things around today against a Richmond team that's second in the division right now, and you hope for a much better outcome than previous contests. We'll have to see what kind of action we have out there today. Short players. We'll turn down to Johnny.
And now the starting line. Scott Levy, number 1, Chris Finn. Number 10, Scott Lopez. And right, number 8, Jack Moon. And up, number 24, Daniel Carter. At right defense, number 5, Jack Kalinsky. And the goal, number 29, Max Barr. And now the second item for your Potomac Patriots. And referee number 4, Jack Strikeoff.
anthem and opening faceoff between these two USPHL elite rivals. Stay tuned. Let's play some hockey. As always, we thank our servicemen and women around the world and here at home for protecting us and our freedoms. We thank you. This afternoon, starting goaltenders brought to you by MyTech Automotive, located here in Woodbridge, Virginia. Check them out at mytechautoinc.com today.
To our left, Stearns, Max Barr. How about these numbers? 7-2 on the season with a 1.94 goals against and a 9.37 save percentage. That's sort of Vesna caliber numbers right there. His opponent on the other end for Potomac, Brian Parsons, 2-1 on the season, a 2.47 goals against and a 9.06 save percentage with a shutout on the season.
Ooh.
So we have a goaltenders duel today, hopefully. I think I'm in the favor of the Potomac Patriots.
Can't wait to check that out. Yes, a goaltending duel. Well, last night we did have a bit of a duel. A lot of people got tossed, including Dustin Moyer. Oh, goodness. A lot of people were suspended. And so with the depleted rosters, we are underway. One back by the Patriots, back for Gensler. Gensler coming over to the near side now. It's Mendoza swinging around. Yes, Doc Gensler is on defense today. That's how shorthanded they are. And now it's turned over with a shot. And it does not make its way through traffic. Should make mention that last night's game winner by Blue Haler was the deciding one with 32 seconds left in the third period, giving Richmond the 3-2 victory. Now Potomac looks to answer back. Strykar setting it up along the far half boards, finds Devin Melise. Melise fighting for it there. Tries to return it back down to Strykars, but it misses everybody. And it goes into the hands of Richmond. We'll break it out through center now with Kyle Hun. But he'll have it turned over here as it's tapped back by Corey Medeiros, who's going to go off on a change. Peeling away with it now is Zielinski. Zielinski over to the near corner now, trying to look to push it out front there. He takes it off over to the far corner. Sticking with it now, finds it up top to the point, onto the tape of Jack Dewey. And that shot will get deflected out into the protected netting behind the Brian Parsons project.
Got to figure there's got to be some coaching strategy involved in today's game for both sides of the bench. Coach Newton and the coach for the Richmond Generals have got to think this one through. How's the best way to approach a shortened roster? Coach was talking a little bit about it before the game. He wants more offensive opportunities to make changes. He wants to see him down in the offensive zone today.
Lopez swinging it up towards the slot, but it's deflected out by the Patriots into the neutral zone. It'll be dumped right back in by Dewey. Back along over to the near corner. Swept over to the far side, trying to hook up there with Lopez, but it's picked off there by Mikey Carr. Over to the near circle now for Gray. Gray taking a look at options, trying to bank it up ahead for Turchenik through center, but it'll be intercepted by Dewey, who tries to get it back to Blue Haler, but it'll be dumped back in by the Patriots. 18:25 left here in the first. We're just underway. No score between Potomac and Richmond here in this USPHL Elite contest. As Gray will have it now, trying to get it across the line, but it's going to be picked up by Cars. He couldn't get a dump in there. Carr will rope it back for Gensler, who will launch this one in, and it'll be Barr sending it up over to the near corner. Two generals down there, picked up by Turchenik for the Patriots. Mendoza trying to slap it around the horn. It'll be picked up and taken away by Richmond by Greg Ferris. Up ahead now for Michael Lopez. Lopez will dump it right in on Parsons, and he steers it off over to the far corner, where it's intercepted now by Mendoza. Fed ahead now through center, but intercepted by Richmond. The takeaways and turnovers continue here as it's back and forth for the opening 3 minutes of this opening frame. Down here, or up here rather, in Woodbridge, Virginia. These guys were down in Richmond last night. A bit of a well-balanced contest. Patriots were just slightly outshot. If I remember the totals correctly, it was 33-25. So a little bit more to their liking. Spencer Keogh now with it, trying to look to send it up into the top of the slot for Nick Kaufman, but a bouncing puck wrangled there by Richmond, and out through center it goes with Holloway. Holloway on his backhand, trying to go to the outside, feeding it on his backhand to the front, and is scooped up by the Patriots and fed ahead by Kaufman, who goes off on a change. Played ahead now for Stephen Gerke. Gerke will dump it in. Back for is Barr. He'll leave it there for his defenders coming in for the breakout. It's Zielinski. Zielinski over to the far corner. Up along the far boards it goes, and now Richmond will break out where it's picked off by Melise as they tried to do so successfully, and Potomac deep inside their own zone. McDonald having a little bit of trouble moving forward as he turns it over, and a chance now is Riley Beal trying to set it up. The shot from that far circle, I beg your pardon, it was not Beal, that was actually Kyle Hun. Well, actually, you know what? There are 3 people listed as number 8, according to the website. So we'll go through Hunt, Moore, Robertson. It'll be like a long extended last name. Played up through center now. Patriots. Mendoza pitchforking it ahead now over to the far corner. Finds its way to the back behind some bar, and a nice hit there. A guy who we love seeing throw that body is Justin Mendoza. More of a hip check kind of guy as we saw last year. And now through center, it's Tim. He winds up, takes a shot, hits slap shot behind Brian Parsons. Over to the far point, it's the other Lopez, Chad Lopez, keeping it in. Doing a little extra work there, he is. Over to the near circle up top, finds it to Fasciano with a shot deflecting, missing the blocker side high and wide into the monumental advertisement. And it's Gensler tying up his man over to the near corner. That's our mystery man number 8. And now it's played ahead along the near wing. 4 strikers who will chip it in, and he'll go off on a change. Turchenik in there for the forecheck for the Patriots. Along the near side now, up along the half boards. Tapped away. Patriots almost had it. Mikey Carr ran it to Turchenik, opening up a lane for Michael Lopez. Lopez trying to get around Doc Gensler. Gensler trying to work his way around. Blue Haler goes up along the side of the net there and almost squeak it past Parsons there, who's without his twig. And Turchenik with a little setup there on a tap pass up ahead now for Gray across the line. Gray taking it towards the front of the net, trying to hook up with Mikey Carr, but he was tied up the entire way by Karanoff. Up top of the slot, intercepted by Beal, and he'll lead it out through center. Beal into Patriots territory. Tipped off over to the far corner by McDonald. Beal back with it again. Up along over to the far half boards. A little touch pass there by Mikey Carr, but it's intercepted by Mikey Lopez. Although Mikey's across the board. And it's Turchenik chasing down a bouncer as it's picked off by Zielinski. Swinging around his cage. He gets hacked down. That's going to be a call against the Patriots. And the first man advantage will go to the Richmond Generals with 14:33 left here in the first. No score. Talking about suspensions from last night at the whistle at the end, it's Drew Carrilli, Dustin Moyer, James Wadier, and Eric Anderson out for the Patriots. Now the other side of the coin, it's Kyler Pollitt, Ryan Gazik are the 2, and Cameron Durham as well for Richmond. So those are your scratches for today as far as suspensions.
Richmond's operating on a 17.2% power play percentage this year. A little bit below where you want to be as a team. We got a breakaway here, Stearns.
Here comes a shorthanded break, and a goal is short, and a save by Barr. Stephen Kirky, man, talk about shorthanded man. He is the go-to guy. Shorthanded.
Was his penalty shot?
Shorthanded.
Shorthanded, that's right.
And he also had some great shorthanded opportunities in other games leading up to this point. It's been a pretty good season for him as far as kind of like being that grinder. I know we talked with his father, Bill Gerke, a few times, and he's like, well, it's a little bit of a different complex for him because before it was more of a sniper, a dangling sniper, but now it's more of a grinder and the blue-collar kind of hockey guy.
It is. In the next couple of weeks, though, might see his role change, especially today a little bit. They're going to be relying on his sniping abilities here to try and generate some offense,
He is that deep forechecker now, trying to force Richmond to make a play as he's going down towards Fasciano. Fasciano will duck back behind the cage. Gerke will go off on a change as we come down to the 1-minute mark on the Reebok Hockey penalty kill. Visit ReebokHockey.com to check out the selection or check it out here at the Pro Shop at the Prince William Ice Center. Along the near side wing now, across. It's Mikey Lopez trying to get it towards the net there. Now it's intercepted off a blue hailer by Mikey Carr, trying to go to the outside on Tim. Trying to squeeze his way around, and he got bumped as McDonald will take a point shot, and Tim will intercept it, and he'll take it out through center.
Great kill so far.
35 seconds left to kill. It's Tim with it across the line, dropping it along the half boards, backhanded up, not out by Medeiros. And it's a chance for Beal. Back to Tim. Over to the near circle now. I beg your pardon, it's not Tim. It was actually Michael Lopez setting up along the far circle. As Tim sets up shop up front, and a bouncer just misses the goal mouth. Goes wide over to the far corner. And it's Michael Lopez still with it. Now finally it's stripped away and backhanded up ahead now by Mikey Carr. We have a shorthanded break here, 2-on-1. And now it's 2-on-2 as Tim gets back into play. Carr getting that pass, and Medeiros will send it back into his own zone as we're back to even strength 5-a-side hockey.
It's a textbook kill right there, Stearns.
Penalty killers getting off the ice here as we go back to our normally scheduled programming. Now it's back for the Patriots with Doc Gensler putting it up along the far wing. Out through center, across center red, and it's Nick Kaufman sticking with it. Comes in, takes a shot, and a pad save by Barr. Over to the near side, half boards kept in there by J.C. Paquin. He's got his jersey. He's got his jersey to the front.
It came in.
Yeah, we're celebrating that one as Holloway comes back the other way. It's been a while since he actually had his proper attire. You could tell by the 45 on the back of the helmet. Now he's got the 45 on the back of the jersey. Good for him. Along the far half boards, the Patriots zone over to the near side. A cross-ice feed for Paquin. Paquin across the blue line. Dropping it off there for Keogh. Keogh dropping behind the goal line. Back for Paquin, but Paquin couldn't get in his wheelhouse. Gets a pass Ferris over for Kaufman. Kaufman trying to squeeze it around Ferris, but Ferris slowing it up for the Generals over to the near side. Now it's a pass ahead for Goodry. Goodry backhanded up now through the wing. On the tape for Leonard. Leonard comes in, takes a shot, and a nice pass saved by Parsons. Over to the near corner now. Patriots looking to break it out. Doc Gensler gets wrangled down. Oh, man, it was like a rodeo. He just got roped down. And that Cowboy's going to go sit for 2 or less. That was Chad Lopez. 11-18 left here in the first. Nothing scores. We go into cross-ice feed power play. I'd also mention that Patriots Hockey is proudly presented by the Spine and Joint Institute, Family Wellness, Sports Medicine, and Chiropractic. That's what they specialize in. Check out sjinstitute.com for more details on how to book your appointment today.
Pats operating at 16.4% on the man advantage this year. Doc Gensler going to be the quarterback of this power play on the point.
Along with McDonald up there, so they'll alternate on that top of the umbrella.
A lot of firepower.
There's McDonald. Over to the far corner, he goes to Turchenik. Turchenik trying to push it up there to the point. Sticking with it. Far circle. Guns it towards that front, looking for a bounce off of Gray, but it deflects wide. Over to the near side now, it's Mikey Carr. Back behind the goal line. Getting a return pass that's out of his reach. It comes up to the blue line, not out, kept in there by K-Stash. Back over to the far half boards, Turchenik. Affectionately known as Turch, putting it down low, and it's swept down the ice by the Generals. With 1:25 left on the man advantage, 10:40 left here in the first. Still looking for our first tally. Both teams now with opportunities on the man advantage. Richmond went 0 for 1 on theirs. Patriots in the middle of their opportunity. As across the line now is Mikey Carr. Sweeping it around over to the near side now, sticking with it up for Nick Gray. Nicky G putting it up top for Doc Gensler. Gensler, far circle, McDonald shot wide, and another shot there on the rebound. It's between the legs. Is it across the line? The referee was not in good position to call it. It was sitting right between the legs. And they're pointing at the circle, and face-off will be to the right of Max Bard. No signal.
No such luck.
As it was just sitting there pretty, but nobody can slam it home. 57 seconds left on the man advantage.
Running down the list of your top scorers here for Potomac. Nick Gray leading the way, 17 points this season. Mikey Carr with 14, and Turch with 13. Whoa. Quick play off the draw there.
That's the way you do it, right off the face-off, right?
The original unit still out there. Not too tired from what they did in the first the first minute there, I'm sorry.
Patriots going to have a couple of weekends off here as they'll return back to the Prince William Ice Center on the return after the, I guess we'll call it a fall break for those of you that do not observe Thanksgiving. So they'll be back here the first weekend in December. They're going to beat PC.
BPC, very good.
Now it's McDonald looking through center. Finds Turchenik. Turchenik trying to wrangle that one down, but it's Fasciano that'll put it up along the glass, up to the blue line, not out. Glove down there and kept in there by McDonald. We got a Richmond player. Fasciano slow to get up. McDonald, top of the umbrella, takes his shot, blocked up front. The rebound shot does not get through, and it's stripped away by Holloway. 20 seconds left to kill for Richmond. And he'll feather that one in down low, and he'll go off on a change.
Holloway,
that is Mr. Holloway.
Is Holloway up from Empire?
No, he's always been up top. He's always been up top, Mr. Shrimps, we got ourselves an offside.
What the latest in Potomac Patriots news, stats, and scores? Visit them online.
I do.
PotomacPatriots.net.
PotomacPatriots.net is the one-stop shop for Patriots news, stats, and information. It's finally working. Last year we did not have PotomacPatriots.net, but now we do. Again.
Technology has come such a long way, you know?
Yeah, it has. Cameron Durham, of course, is the top point getter, but third in line is Jordan Holloway. Oh, it was a dangerous one there. Oh, and a hard check there. Melise taking out his man there as we're back to even strength. Both teams going 0 for 1 with the man advantage. Over to the near side now. Turned over there. Devin Melise setting it up to the front, trying to go for a one-time with Jack Strikars. And we have ourselves a call coming up here, and it's going against Richmond. We got ourselves a second cross-ice feed power play coming up here with 8:54 left here in the first.
First power play opportunity didn't look too bad for Potomac. Much better than Richmond's performance on their failure to even enter the zone when Potomac had them, or when Potomac was down a man.
Nick Goodry going to the box here.
Guidry.
We're going to check down to see who this number 8 is.
Scout it out. Potomac looking to take a quick lead here off the man advantage. The coach said he's going to switch a few things up here in terms of the special teams, and we'll see McDonald and Doc Gensler back there on the point. Mikey Carr, Nick Gray, and is that Gerke up there? Turchenik, sorry. Yep. Only saw the 7.
Folks, you want to follow your Potomac Patriots? Follow them on Twitter at Cross Ice or at Potomac Patriots. You can follow us at Cross Ice Feed as well. Up top, second man advantage. McDonald over for Mikey Carr, getting pressure there, and it's swung around. Sent down by Karanoff. 8:35 left here in the first. 1:40 left on the Cross Ice Feed power play. We got goose eggs on the board. As far as the score, shots 5-4 in favor of Potomac. Along the near side, Nick Gray putting on the Jets. Coming in on his backhand, goes over to the far side, over to the corner up top, to the point he goes in front of the Richmond bench for McDonald. Giving it back to Gray. Gray tossing this one down over to the near corner for Mikey Carr. Carr opting to go back over to that opposite side. McDonald, near side. Gensler, down low again. Mikey Carr looking at options here as we come down to 8 minutes. Power play almost half over. Everything kept to the perimeter here as Richmond applying some pressure now. And now they'll find it on the backhand. Not out. Second try. Does get it out. And it's that mystery man number 8. We'll get word from the timekeeper's box on who that is. As it's fed through center for Turchenik. Turchenik trying to go to the outside, trying to get around Zielinski. He gets taken out hard on the boards there by Dewey. And Zielinski over for Dewey, and Dewey finding an opening, and Gensler tried to swing that one out of the air, batting it down, but no. It'll be all the way down to Parsons. So we come down to 30 seconds left on the man advantage, 7.5 left here in the first. Haler putting on some pressure here on the Patriots as he brings it back into his own zone to Dewey to kill off some more time on the Richmond penalty. A bouncer goes all the way down to Parsons. Patriots almost got tagged there with too many men, and it's almost turned over by Mendoza, but Mendoza will pull it away, and he puts it along the near wing for Carr. Carr trying to drive it around Zielinski. He does so. Brings it over to the far circle. Still with it as we're returning back to even strength. 0 for 2 are the Patriots. Fed to the front. They score! Charlie bit my finger. 1-0 Potomac.
Nice effort by Potomac to keep the play inside the zone. They're rewarded for their hard work. Not a power play goal, but they got the point nonetheless, and they are up on Richmond 1-0 here in the first. Just a rocket of a shot right off the goalpost.
Bar down.
Bar down.
Just like that, we get our first tally. And the Patriots, well, they kind of watched themselves here. It was Richmond that had the 1-0 lead to start things last night, but they had a 2-1 lead going into the third that just disappeared on them. So it's holding on to that lead right now is kind of the important part. Let's get a couple more here, huh? The late offside there, not whistled down as this one comes out. Beal over for Holloway. Holloway chasing it down over the far half boards, back over to the far corner, and a set-up pass. Set up top over to Fasciano, missing the intended target in the slot, and it's poked out by Potomac through center. Tossed right back in by Richmond. Here's the call.
Scored by number 93, Devin Release. Assisted by number 22, Justin Mendoza. That's Release from Mendoza at 6-1.
Up top, a shot, and a bouncer. That was Garrett Newton taking his shot. He'll get it. No, it'll go past the stick in front of the Richmond bench and all the way back down into his own zone.
Newton's up from Empire today to help out a little bit. Had himself a nice game last night. I believe he had 2 goals last night, including the game winner.
That'll do it.
That'll do.
Empire, Richmond, and Potomac tied for second with 28 points. So today's game,
Pretty important.
pretty important. Off into the far corner. 2 aside are digging away at it. This tap back up top. Karanoff pulls the trigger. Parsons a save. Rebound swept away. Karanoff looking for a second opportunity. He takes it. And through traffic it goes. And another save by Parsons. Over to the near side. On the backhand. J.C. Paquin couldn't get it out. Kept in there by number 8. And it's off in the far corner. Back over to the near side. Now Tim will put it up top to the blue line. Kept in by Zielinski. Zielinski looking to pull the trigger. Too many bodies in the way. He does so. He scores! Jack Zielinski with a laser beats Brian Parsons. That one had eyes. 5:02 left here in the first. The reset button has been pressed.
Zielinski had a beautiful shot from the point, but there were far too many men in front of Parsons. They have got to make sure to clear that out in front of the net so Parsons could see. Did not see it, did not even react to it. The defense has got to do a better job of giving him an opportunity to make that save.
Need to open up that lane.
Yeah. Absolutely. We'll go back and check the tape, but I believe there are two Richmond players in front of Parsons on that one, so defense has got to make note of that and clear them out.
Might have been a clean one. Let's see.
Assisted by number 10, Jack Lopez. Number 12, Chris Tim. That's Zielinski from Lopez and Tim at 5:02.
5 from 10 and 12. It was a clean shot through all that traffic. Didn't hit a deflection on its way through. So an immediate answer to the Devin Melise goal. And we're back at even. And it's Richmond back inside their own zone with 4:44 left here in the first. 1-1 score. Doc Gensler tapping that one ahead, trying to get it for Mikey Carr. And it's Blue Haler with it now. Haler across the line. Top of the slot, takes a shot, and Parsons makes a save. A funny bouncer off of a stick save. Back over to the near side now. It's kept in there by Dewey. Down low, but it's going to be the Patriots up to the blue line. Not out. Dewey keeps it in again. And Haler looking, taking a shot right in. This time, Parsons has no obstructed view and holds on. 4:15 left here in the first.
Despite the record this season between these two teams, sorry, I'm going to get this in.
Yep.
Despite the record between these two teams this season, I want to say between you and I, we think that these are two more evenly matched teams that we see, and just a little bit more chippy than maybe East Coast contests.
Yeah, definitely a good couple of examples is but East Coast and camera. Sorry about that, folks.
You know, East Coast we've never seen get chippy before. We've never seen them get too one-sided. It's a very even matchup, and unfortunately for some players, there's a lot more physicality that comes with this new rivalry that's developed.
Through center now, Holloway with it. Over inside the Patriots zone, it goes over to the near corner. McDonald trying to strip it away from the Generals, and it'll be Stephen Gerke trying to tap it along. He gets it out successfully past Ferris, and it'll be Karanoff trying to chase it down now. Karanoff. And it's cleared out, but it's tapped right back in. And along the side of the net, it's Gerke with it, looking on his backhand, trying to find Keogh in the slot, but it's stolen away by Richmond. Through center now, it's Goodry across the line. Goodry trying to get
hip check.
Mendoza trying to throw that hip. We were talking about it earlier. Tim. He'll keep it in there. Doc Gensler back to chase. Gensler trying to get it over to Mendoza.
He got away with one there.
Holloway, well, I think he lost an edge. He lost an edge. And now, it's trying to get it in there is Justin Mendoza. He gets it into the corner. Stephen Gerke trying to do battle for it. And a little bit of a late fall on that one, but it's cleared out through the center. And it's going to be an offside. Eventually, he'll blow the whistle. 3:01 left here in the first. 1-1 score. Patriots hockey is sponsored by Mid-County Physical Therapy. Visit midcountypt.com today to get back in the game. Get that hands-on physical therapy to get you back to 100%. Face-off won by Richmond. Going D-to-D now. Zielinski, who has the tying goal for Richmond after a short lead by the Patriots by Devin Melisa's goal. Almost an immediate answer. Didn't record how much time it was between the two goals, but it's back behind Brian Parsons. And almost catching him short side. That was Chad Lopez. Man, oh man, that was an opportunity that really should never happen inside your defensive zone. Comes over for Chad Lopez. Yet again, Chad Lopez is their second leading scorer with 13 points on the season in 21 games. out through neutral.
Keep in mind that Potomac's defense is a little depleted today, only running with 2 natural defenders.
Delayed call coming up here against Potomac, and now we got some pushing and shoving. Devin Melise getting mixed up there, and it's Mendoza that'll be sitting.
No argument there. 2 natural defenders, one of which is in the penalty box right now. Talking with Coach before the game, said J.C. Paquin can drop back on defense. Doc Gensler can drop back on defense. Both have playing experience, so so far so good. You wouldn't get that vibe with the way that Potomac has played here in the first period. It's been a very good period for them. I'll catch Devin Melise, the intermission here.
Alrighty.
See what he's got going on.
Patriots hockey, sponsored by Reebok. For the Reebok hockey penalty kills, it's ReebokHockey.com.
22, Justin Mendoza, 2 for slashing. Mendoza, 2 for slashing at 13 on the Reebok penalty.
And there's a shot, they score! Blue Haler stabbing one past Brian Parsons at the power play goal with 2 minutes left here in the first. 2-1 Richmond.
Yeah, they made quick work of that one. Parsons was over there, just didn't have his glove in the right spot. Haler just beat him. And that's not what you want to see, going up 1-0 in this first period not too long ago. So they got to bounce back here. Got 2 minutes exactly to get one and get things on even keel heading into this first intermission. Like you said, was it Blue Keeler?
Haler.
Haler, my mistake. Blue Haler with the game-winning goal last night, so we know we can snipe. Player to watch from here on out for Potomac.
You gotta get that toner fixed in your printer. Keeler.
Haler, this is round of 12, this is Tim. Haler from Tim at 2 minutes, a power play goal.
Tim with his second point of the game on 2 Richmond goals. Haler getting the power play goal. Devin Melise with the Patriots goal. Zielinski with the other Richmond goal, but Patriots with 90 seconds left here in the first looking to even things back up. This is the first time Richmond has had a lead in this game. And a hard check there as Garrett Newton feeds it up along the wing, trying to hook up there with Turchenik, but it's Beal and Newton going toe-to-toe. Michael Lopez jumping away from a check. Here's Blue Haler. Blue up top. It's Ferris. Ferris sending it around the horn, trying to find Michael Lopez, but it goes over to the near side, half boards, and he moved ahead now and shoveled up by Nick Gray, who takes out the linesman Nelson. Across the line, it's Turchenik with Gray. Backhand into the slot and trying to get it through traffic was Mikey Carr, but it comes up to the blue line and out, and Doc Gensler will pick it up as center red with 50 seconds left here in the first. And on his backhand trying to come in is Doc Gensler, who was getting hacked at there by Blue Haler. And now Nick Gray will have at it. Coming into the circle, beating out one, taking it through to Barr, and a nice save there. A little bit lower, he would have gotten it through the wickets. And now it goes off over to the far half boards, so Nick Gray will have it again. And he'll take a long shot in, and Barr, juggling that one, will hold on with 23.2 left here in the first. Richmond with the 2-1 lead.
We'll have to check out. And
sounds good. Prince William Ice Center is the home of the Potomac Patriots. Visit pwice.com for all the public skate schedules and much, much more. It's pwice.com, 5180 Dale Boulevard in Woodbridge, Virginia.
speaking of checking out, now we got a penalty.
We got a penalty, and Patriots are going to go on the cross-ice feed power play with 13.8 left here in the first.
So we're going to have to check out and see what this team does. Not so much in the second period. The third period is when we see this team kind of
explode.
Not necessarily explode, but
well, last night they did.
60 minutes of hockey.
After.
Yeah, it's the old cliche. You go, I gotta play 60 minutes. Well, it's true.
Yeah.
And we've seen this team.
Well, I got to put in 8 hours at work.
Yeah.
So you got to put in 60 minutes of hockey.
8 hours at work. And today's day and age, you can get away with a lot less.
This coming from a teacher, folks.
2 for high sticking. 2 for high sticking at 13 seconds on the crossface.
Put it on.
Dewey for high sticking. Strikers takes a shot and the buzzer goes, but it's blocked by Karenhoff. And it is 2-1 after one, and Doc Gensler exchanging pleasantries with Holloway as he gets taken out by the linesman.
And I think he's going to get himself a penalty for that one.
Speaking up too, so we'll see.
Little carryover from last night.
We'll see you next period. Stay tuned, everybody. I don't know if anything's going to go on the sheet as a result of that, but we'll find out Join us back here as Richmond has a 2-1 lead on your Potomac Patriots here in this USPHL Elite Contest. Don't go nowhere. Or if you are going to go anywhere, go to the fridge. Grab a drink. We'll be right back.
First intermission here with Devin Elise. Devin, picking up your third goal of this season there on the tail end of that man advantage. Talk a little bit about how the play set up. It was a pretty goal.
I just hopped off the ice, and it was an easy play to get to. Mendoza made a great pass, and I just buried it. It was a pretty simple play. He went around the net. I put it in the net. That's all you have to do.
Pretty routine. Talk a little bit about your rivalry that's developed with Richmond here. They force a little bit more physicality out of you guys, maybe sometimes more than you would like. What's Coach saying about keeping a level head out there, not taking too many penalties?
I mean, we've had a problem with it all season, really. Not just Richmond, but Richmond especially, because they give it back to us just as well as we give it to them. So it's hard to keep our heads sometimes. So gotta stay disciplined. It's the only way we're gonna win this game. So.
Shorthanded in this game a little bit, especially on the back end. What is Coach asking of you for the rest of this game to help get a win out of today?
Give all you got. I mean, leave it on the ice. If you're not leaving it on the ice, then you might as well just sit on the bench. Yeah.
Best of luck in the third.
All right, thank you.
Best of luck in the second. Not moving things along too quickly here. Just a few minutes before the first cut is done, and we're going to head back to the second period here, not the third. But Potomac's got to jump back in here a little bit, give themselves a goal to hit the reset. But Stearns, back up to you.
Over to the far side. Do apologize for that. Here's the chance and a great save by Barr. Back behind the cage now, it's Parsons. Gensler trying to pick it up. McDonald. Over to the far corner now. It's contact at crossicefeed.com. Over to the near side now.
Send your resumes.
And it's along the half-boards. McDonald setting it up there. This is a power play for the Patriots, by the way. They're trapped back inside of their own zone. Great pressure being applied by Richmond. Up now, Gensler couldn't get a hold of it now. Mikey Carr, and stolen away by Richmond. That's taken right back. No, it's turned over. Here's Leonard in on goal. Takes his backhand shot. What a great save by Parsons. Shouldn't have to make that type of a save as it's a power play, but Turchenik back the other way. Turchenik trying to get the pass through to the circle, and the trailer, Nick Gray, could not get a hold of it, and it goes back. Jocelyn Mendoza back to chase. 10 seconds left on the man advantage. Mendoza, near circle, trying to look for an opportunity to take that shot. We're back to even strength. 0 for 3 are the Patriots. Puck up top. Pulling the triggers. Garrett Newton, a save there by Barr. Over to the far corner. Up top again. Oh, and it's out of the reach of Garrett Newton. And this one, no icing, because it was the Patriots that were the offending party. Comes over to the near side. Goodry trying to dig it in deep. And it goes for Mendoza as he takes it away. Being pressured from behind, getting hacked at as it goes over for Garrett Newton. Back behind the goal line. Over to the near side now. D to D, Mendoza. Home run pass through center. Corey Medeiros accidentally kicks it back into his own zone. It'll be Richmond trying to fight for it now along the far circle. A chance now on the backhand. Feed to the front and a save by Parsons. Setting that one up nicely was Richmond. That was number 28, Mason Corliss. Holloway, near circle, pulls the trigger. I beg your pardon, that's Delco? I don't have him on my roster. Okay.
Nice D.
We have a new player on the roster. We'll get more details on him. Durko, I beg your pardon. Oh, I believe he's a call-up from Empire. Name sounds familiar. Devin Melise back over to the far circle. Up ahead now. Jack Strykars now. Tapping it in. He'll give chase. It goes in on the puck there with Zielinski. The backhand feed, blindly put behind the back, and it's turned over to Holloway, who breaks ahead now with Tim. Tim, far circle, takes a shot, misses everybody, and hits the glass over to the near side. Up to the blue line, not out, kept in there. And another effort by the Patriots. It's Spencer Keogh trying to fish it ahead, but it'll be Ferris that'll tap it back through center as Zielinski's into the play now. Zielinski trying to chase it down over to the far corner. He gets rubbed off the puck as it comes over to the near side. Strykars digging in there with Tim. There's Hun tying up his man. Back behind the play was Keogh. Puck weaseling its way over to the far corner. We have a delayed call against the Patriots. Richmond about to go on the power play with 14 left here in the second. 2-1 Richmond looking to make it a 2-goal lead.
This is Reebok Hockey
Face off to the left of Moyer.
Got some great stills from this game so far.
I said Moyer, it's Parsons.
Parsons is down there. Moyer's right here.
Hey, Moyer. Hey, Moyer. And
There you go.
pitchforking effort in the blue paint there does not get it past Parsons. 2 minutes for slashing is a call. Medeiros, if you want some fantasy points, get him on your roster. He's got 4 minutes and penalties tallied up, as he'll sit for 2 or less on this call. It's a Reebok Hockey penalty kill. ReebokHockey.com to check out the vast selection, or check it out here at the Prince William Ice Center, 5180 Dale Boulevard in Woodbridge, Virginia. We do apologize for that technical glitch that we experienced, whether or not you noticed.
I took a screenshot, essentially. I was trying to zoom in on a power play. I'm going to give this camera a 4.8 rating now, so I'll tell CNET my problems.
Point shot and a toe save. The rebound just goes wide. 13:40 left here in the second. 1:40 left on Corey Medeiros' slashing penalty. Those are the lazy
Debatable.
ones. Yeah.
Debatable. Got to keep it fair, though.
And 90 seconds left on the man advantage here for Richmond. As they come across the line with Zielinski. Zielinski, far side, feeds to the front, trying to go short side over there. On the far post, that was Haler, who does have the go-ahead goal right now. They try to cushion this lead by 2, as we have a pile-up on 95. Do not take Route 1. It's a terrible alternate route, as the whistle will go.
Nobody's
traffic cops out there trying to separate the parties here, as we have a face-off coming up to the right of Brian Parsons. Shrems, what you got?
Nobody's really taking control of this game so far. I feel like this is still pretty wide open. Still an opportunity for Potomac to come back and tie the game and potentially get a win out of this today. They got to step it up a little bit.
You're really jumping ahead of the storyline.
I know.
We're not even halfway through this game.
I'm anxious, man. I'm anxious.
Fasciano trying to put a pass through center off the ankle of Mikey Carr. Beal trying to get it across the line. It is a delayed offside. So we have 50 seconds left on Medeiros' penalty. Through center now, it's Holloway. Jordan Holloway
airborne,
getting taken down. And Mikey Carr, and this one is sent down as it'll be Barr. Long for Holloway, trying to clear it through. Now it's intercepted by Mikey Carr. Carr coming in on goal, and his backhand shot. Scores! Celia Rabbit tricks it for kids. They tie it at 2 on a shorthanded goal.
Ask any goaltender in the league, what's the hardest shot to stop? They're going to tell you it's the backhand. That's exactly what Mikey Carr did. Went backhand past the goaltender. Looks like something he should have stopped, though. I'm not going to lie to you. But regardless, there's your reset button, Stern. See, I wasn't getting ahead of myself. I knew it was coming. Not bad. Mikey Carr using his speed to the outside and short-handed. This team is not afraid to get down and dirty.
Potomac Patriots goal!
Down and dirty, huh?
Scored by number 52, Michael Carr. Assisted by number 61, Nate Gray. That's Carr from Gray at 12:20. A short-handed goal.
And it's Nick Gray on the helper there, as Gray has it now along the half boards, trying to backhand it to Mikey Carr, but it goes out into the neutral zone.
Say Mikey Carr.
Here comes
Jack
Doc
Edwards?
Gensler.
Doc Edwards.
Jack Edwards. And you can be my Andy Brickley if you want.
No.
Over to the far half boards and out through neutral. We're back to even strength. 11:40 left here in the second. We're all knotted up at 2. Mendoza down low. Mikey Carr with the game-tying goal. We'll get it back from Doc Gensler, who is back on the blue line helping out. So we are short some defenders. This one through center. Missing Gray.
Here we go.
He misses a check. Here's Mikey Carr. Takes his shot, and Barr makes the save. I believe he got a piece of that one as it went behind the cage. Over to the far side. Turch trying to move it towards the slot. Gray down there to support it. Comes over to the near side. Now up for Haler. Haler moves it along now. And it's Chad Lopez setting it up into the slot, trying to find Goudry, but now it'll be taken away by Turch. Up now, splitting the D, it's Nick Kaufman, he gets hauled down. Will we have a penalty shot? Will we have a penalty shot? He didn't get a quality shot away, and I thought he was able to split the D, but We will have a hooking call and a cross-ice feed power play coming up with 10:55 left here in a second. 2-2. Patriots looking to get back a lead. They haven't had the lead in this game since
They did have the
midway
lead.
through the first.
Yeah. Good opportunity for them here. Man advantage looked good. They've kept it inside the zone. Got a couple of good scoring opportunities.
Turchenik will take the face-off here. He'll win it off over to the half boards. It'll be cleared up, not out, kept in there by Kevin McDonald. Down for Turchenik. Turchenik in on goal.
Easy.
Looking, takes a shot.
Easy.
He scores! You did the motorboat, didn't you? 3-2. Potomac on a cross-ice feed. Power play goal.
Outstanding keeping at the top of the point there. I believe that was McDonald who sent it down to Turchenik. Nobody challenged Turchenik in front of the net. He did it. It made it look easy. This is a lot of fun. Back and forth we go here, Stearns. Potomac taking the lead. 10 seconds into that man advantage. And we've been waiting all season for this team to start clicking with the man advantage, and they have done so now. I think we're good.
All right, good. Up along over to the near side now.
Potomac Patriots goal! Scored by number 72.
Here's the call.
Second long, Turchenik. Assisted by number 52, Michael Carr. That's Turchenik from Carr at 10:46. A power play goal.
Up top, point shot blocked. Another try. Down over the far side, and a shot that just gets gunned wide.
Pace is picking up for Potomac right now. They're getting into it. Here's the momentum. They got to make it work.
And it's Paquin sending it around. Trying to find it to McDonald. Along the half boards now. Keogh with a nice move around Mr. Lopez. Keogh still with it. Into the slot. Takes a shot and a pad save by Barr. Halfway through the season. And the second period, 3-2 Potomac. And it's along the near corner. Trying to squeeze it up through the half boards. Nick Coffin, he'll get a return pass there from Garrett Newton on a clearing attempt, and it's up for Keogh. Into the slot, takes a shot, and he's got Barr down.
Quick
and
whistle.
Now, a very quick whistle. And oh, man, watch yourself, Mr. Paquin. Now Richmond's
head
going to
contact.
call for a penalty here, but we'll see what's dished out. But that whistle went too quick. 9:35 left here in the second, 3-2 Potomac. It looks like Richmond might be going out of power play.
Yeah, he's lucky if he only gets two. Is that Paquin?
Yeah, it's J.C. Paquin.
Paquin's got to watch himself. He's a very important member of this team today. Cannot get tossed from this game, and he was very close to getting head contact in that fisticuffs after the play ended there, but play ended prematurely. That puck was still loose underneath the Richmond goaltender. I saw it from up here. Ref must have had a bad angle or something.
Patriots Hockey is sponsored by the Spine and Joint Institute. Dr. Felix Yeskin and Dr. Maria Schaefer can help you out with family wellness, sports medicine, and chiropractic. It's sjinstitute.com to schedule your appointment today.
2 minutes for roughing after the whistle.
Of course.
Roughing after
Roughing
the whistle.
after the whistle.
Hey, you know what? Put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig. It's roughing.
Wow, one of those old Buffalo sayings, oh, you put lipstick on a pig, still a pig.
Yeah, we're starting to see some
Uh-oh.
turnover here, and a shot, and a great diving effort by Doc Gensler to help out his tender. 9 minutes left here in the second. Richmond trying to knot this thing back up again. As Patriots have a 3-2 lead at the moment. And a few players are starting to get some burrs on their saddles. So it comes up top. It's Haler. Over for Fasciano. Back up top. Zielinski. Top of the slot. Working his way in. A funny bounce. A shot. They score. Richmond ties it up on a power play goal. 8:39 left here in the second. We're all knotted up at 3.
Right place, right time for number 8. We got any info on number 8?
Mr. Hun.
Mr. Hun.
Kyle Hun of Brick, New Jersey. The 94 has tied this one up.
Doesn't get much easier than that for him. Rebound off of Parsons right to Hun, and McDonald's talking things over with Parsons a little bit here, telling him to keep his head in the game. We got a roller coaster ride going on here, Stearns. This has been a fun one to watch.
Haven't seen one of these in a while.
Hockey game?
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Number 8, Kyle Cody. Assisted by number 12, Chris Tennant. And number 5, Jack Zielinski. That's good from Tim Anselus.
That's Tim's third assist on a third Richmond goal. He's having himself one heck of an afternoon.
Is he a forward or defender?
Oh, he's a forward,
Wow.
I believe. Could be wrong. Here's a chance, backhand, and Parsons makes a save. The rebound swept away by McDonald over to the near side for Mikey Carr. You're asking me tough questions, sir.
Sorry, man.
You're supposed to be the color commentator
The
and
printout is
camera guy.
clear as day.
Got to go down there to Norm's Toners.
Oh, yeah. Is that Sudbury or?
Nah, I think that's over by Ajax.
Oh, what?
What? You don't know where Ajax is? I thought you were Canadian.
Oh.
Anyway, it's Garrett Newton chasing it down. We're back to five-side hockey. 7:39 left here in a second.
That's cheeky comments at
3-3.
ChristLifeSpeed.com.
3-3 is your score, folks. Jack strike cars. Watch out. Getting run over there by Chad Lopez.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh.
Yeah. We got a million man
Here we go.
change there as Strikars has it. Feeding it to the front, trying to find Turchenik. And Tim
Wipe out.
goes Timber into his goaltender. 7:19 left here in a second. All netted up at 3, 20-19. Shots in favor of the Richmond Generals. We had Empire action on the other side of this one. Empire teams are doing battle as they fight for sole possession of second place. Both teams with 28 points. Should be an interesting game as the Potomac side were victors last night in the Empire contest. They score a 4-2. So looking to sweep out their weekend. Now we have some conversing and silence.
Face off to the right of Barr.
Thanks for breaking that awkward silence, Strems. Here's a shot and a save by Barr. Over to the near side corner. It's Strikars trying to toss it back there for Keogh. Keogh looking for options here as he's got someone on his tail. Trying to get it past him. He'll pitchfork it up to the blue line, but not. Yeah, it's cleared out. Holloway across the line. Takes his shot and misses the far post. Kept in there at the blue line. No, they're going to say too many men on the ice. We got a penalty coming up. And a power play for the Patriots. 6:57 left here in a second. Maybe the fifth time's the charm, Shrems.
Did you see the penalty?
They did get one. I'm sorry.
Did you see the linesman call too many men? He's just going like this. It's a rodeo out there. I didn't realize that was the new the hand gesture for too many men.
Yeah, too many men. Whoop-de-doo. Face off will be to the right of Max Barr. Wilmington,
numbers.
Massachusetts native, yes.
Pretty good coming to this game. Potomac's got him figured out, though. Turchenik's got him figured out. Very pretty goal.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Scored on that man advantage. Less than 10 seconds in, nonetheless.
When you pull a fake on a goalie, you got him left dangling out there. It's a beautiful thing.
Bittersweet. Funny thing is, nobody challenged Turchenik to the front of the net. There was nobody there to put a body on him. But you know what? I ain't going to complain.
Well, I mean, come on, have you seen the guy?
He's what, 7'4" on skates?
That's a little generous, but no, sir. He's more of 6'1" off skates, so probably more like 6'4". I think that's underestimating his size, but we'll get the call from Johnny. Okay, that just confirms it. Off over to the corner and goes.
Just what we thought it was.
And McDonald behind the back pass for Turchenik. Down to the corner. Turchenik knotted this game up at 3 on a power play. Let's see if they can take a lead on the power play and a shot. Deflecting over to the half boards. And McDonald, he couldn't keep it in there. McDonald trying to beat out the race here for the puck, and it's almost a shorthanded break. Michael Lopez trying to split through two to get all alone with Brian Parsons. But he has to make an appointment in order to do so. Goes over to the far half boards, trying to track it down is Nick Gray. Turchenik. He taps it down, he'll chase it into the corner. Turchenik back over to the near side now. He finds Mikey Carr. McDonald takes his shot right into the glove of Max Barr.
Barr saw that one all the way. They got to get a body in front of the net, get some sort of deflection screen taking place. Make sure, make it as hard as possible for Max Barr to stop that puck.
Yeah.
You're a goaltender aficionado.
Sure.
I think.
This one's launched all the way down the ice by Richmond. 1 minute on the power play. 6 minutes left here in the second. Woo. And a little move there is Dak Gensler leading it through center. A little head fake there. Takes it in.
Coast to coast.
Still has it. coming around over to the far corner of the Richmond zone. Sets a pass up for Gray. Getting a return pass, and he'll have to take it back. Oh, and he wipes out there. Tim almost stripping it away. Tim in on 3 out of 3 of the Richmond General goals. Now Mikey Carr across the Richmond line. Carr stops, sends it up top. Gensler over to the near side, wide open. McDonald looks, does not pull the trigger. Down low! Oh, man, it misses everybody. Over to the near side now and up to the point there for Kevin McDonald. And Turchenik touch passes it down to nobody there. And Ferris will gun this one up along the glass and looking for a shorthanded breakaway here. Look out. Guidry is waiting for it. Guidry is waiting for it. Sorry. Oh, a little sword fight there. And now through center. Mikey Carr across the line. Drop pass there for McDonald. To the slot for Gray. Far circle. Return pass. Gray shoots. And it goes high and wide. Somebody's down on the ice and he's slow to get up. It's Guidry. And here's the chance up front. Holloway in on goal. Oh! By Parsons. Robbing him blind. Point blank. 4:43 left here in the second period. 3-3.
I wish I knew how he got that wide open in front of the net.
Huge breakdown.
Yeah, a huge defensive breakdown for the Potomac Patriots. First one that we've seen today. They've been pretty solid back there so far, but Parsons bailing them out.
And a chance now for Richmond to set up. It's Leonard. And let's find his way up top. Zielinski's shot going wide over to the near side now. It's Karnoff. Trying to set it up down low. It's Holloway. Over to the far circle and a shot. Oh, Spencer Keogh gets hurt. Now Richmond is upset that a Patriot player got hurt on that shot. I don't know why he threw his hands up there at the blue line, but
looks like he took a puck in the face.
Ooh,
Maybe he's
no,
just
right
rattled.
in the gut. I think he took it right in the gut. Place between the pants and the shoulder pads. Not much protection in your midsection. Probably got the wind knocked out of him. 4:18 left here in the second. 3-3 has just scored 22 shots apiece. So everything is pretty well balanced in this contest.
Shots in the score.
Face-off, one up top for Richmond. And trying to clear it out. The Patriots will get it on a second effort by Turchenik. Getting a pass there from Mikey Carr. Turchenik up top trying to find Gray, but it squeaks past everybody and goes out. And Mikey Carr will fish it back towards his own blue line. Mendoza trying to get a pass ahead for Turchenik, but it's picked off by Zielinski. Zielinski will duck back inside of his own zone, back behind the cage. Over to the near side now for Tim. Trying to move it up and out, but it'll be launched right back in by the Patriots. Giveaway here in the slot in the far circle with a shot.
Nice
Saved
save
by Barr. Ooh. Both tenders exchanging some great saves.
Left him hanging out to dry on that one. Barr earning his paycheck this afternoon. 23 shots against, 20 saves. Face off to the right of Barr.
And a shot right in, and Barr makes the save. Wowee. And it's fed through center now. And trying to set that one through, but it's going to be ruled an icing against Richmond. 3:26 left here in the second. 3-3 score. Face off to the left of Max Barr.
Trying to see if anything's been said. So far, so good.
And it's Dewey trying to strip it away there. Gerke trying to tie it up with Malise. And it's taken. Up along the near side, Blue Haler. Trying to send his pass through center. And it's picked off by the Patriots. And it'll be tapped right back in by Fasciano. Over to the near side boards. Trying to clear it up and out. It's Lopez keeping it in there. It comes down for Durko. Durko roughing his man up there along the half boards. And that was Nick Kaufman. Stephen Gerke getting around one, trying to get around two, but the linesman kind of got in the way. And it's cleared up. Taking at the red line, Newton trying to take it across the line, but he ran into Gerke at the blue line. Gerke fortunately had enough of an angle on his skate to deflect that one away from the stick of Durko. Durko had to chase it down over to the far half boards. General's making some changes. Now Gerke will have it with 2 1/4 left here in the second. 3-3 is your score. Patriots looking to get back in the driver's seat of this one. And it's Leonard breaking it out through center now into the Patriot zone. Leonard to the front and sticked away by Parsons. Zielinski fakes a shot. Comes in deep into the play. Back behind the goal line. Looking for somebody open here. Trying to look for a lane to send the pass through. And he sends it along the near post, and it'll be held onto by Parsons. 1:57 left here in the second. 3-3 is your score. Patriots hockey is sponsored by Threads Inc. of Dumfries, Virginia. Locally owned and family operated. For your sports embroidery needs, it's threads-inc.com. Yes? Can I help you?
Finding an intermission interview.
Yeah?
Oh, Mikey Carr. I want to get Turchenik
You could try.
at some point.
You got to try.
At some point.
You'll never know how good it'll go until you try.
We've who did we get the one time? The Russian guy.
Sultan Americano?
Was that it?
I think it might have been.
We tried. I had to stand on a step stool to interview the guy.
And as a setup to the front, Richmond had nobody
There it
open.
is.
Here comes a breakaway pass for Mikey Carr. Mikey Carr coming in on goal. Takes a shot, and saved by Barr. Got a little tap on a back check, but nothing to impede his progress, so no call. Turchenik trying to take his shot through traffic, but it'll be taken by Richmond with a home run pass set up for Holloway the other way. No icing. Parsons on his backhand, setting up along the near boards. And it'll be fed through center up ahead now for Turchenik with a nice touch pass there for Nick Gray. Gray getting around one, and he went airborne, and they're going to rule a penalty on
Wow.
Zielinski for a trip. That's a very questionable tripping call because I think he kind of jumped on him.
Yeah, that's a gift for Potomac. They have to take advantage of this opportunity, however. Get a nice lead before the intermission. Carry some of that momentum into the third period, which I understand we're going into now.
Are we? In the other intermission.
Who's that?
It's RJ up in the window. Up top it goes, and it goes wide.
Creeping out up there, RJ.
He's Ronry. Through center. And it's Doc Gilson. Up in front of his own bench, inside of the Richmond zone, sticking with it, takes a shot. Barr makes a great pad save.
Good
Stick
keep.
out of the air, not a high stick as McDonald keeps it in there over to the near circle, trying to find Gerke, who's out there on the power play. But now here comes the other way. It's Hunt in on net, takes a shot, and Parsons makes the save.
Nice.
And an extra tap on a goaltender, and an extra shove there by Gerke. He is just looking out for his tender.
You know, it's that rivalry that we've seen develop.
And Hunt is actually shadowing Gerke. Yeah, that he'll separate.
It's that rivalry that we've seen come together here against Richmond. You kind of have to wonder, is it a chance that we could see Richmond in the playoffs?
It's a party up here in the booth.
It is.
There's a chance. There's a chance. So you're
I would
saying there's a chance.
I would love to see some playoff hockey out of these two teams,
It would be fun. Certainly would be fun.
because this is the last time we see them this season, I believe.
Yes, indeed. Here, at least. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. No, we have
get them one more weekend?
We have one more.
All
It's in
right.
February.
Oh, it's that last weekend. that we call.
Valentine's Day. Oh, it's going to be a sweetheart matchup.
A lot of love between these two teams. I'm
Mikey
sure
Carr across the line.
Here it is.
How we get on goal, takes a shot. Oh, and he backhands it. It just goes wide. He had that corner pick, but we will go into the second intermission, all knotted up at 3. That's right. The next time these two teams will see each other is Valentine's Day. That's so sweet. Stay tuned. We'll have an interview with Shrems and a mystery guest right after this.
Second intermission here with Justin Mendoza. Justin, a roller coaster ride in that second period. He started the period down a goal. Everything's all knotted up right now. Talk a little bit about the flow. What was said in that first intermission to get you guys kind of on track?
Well, we're not a very disciplined team, as you can tell. We always take bad penalties at the wrong time, and during the first intermission and the second intermission, both of the talks were about discipline, and we need to keep our heads and our composure.
despite the depletion on defense, you guys look pretty good today in terms of recovering, getting back in your own zone, helping your goaltender out. As a true defenseman yourself, talk a little bit about the challenges coming into today.
I mean, tired legs, obviously. We only have 4 guys. Luckily, we have Doc and Newton, who we brought back to help us out. But, I mean, we're in shape for a reason, so that's why we keep going.
What's Coach saying about this third period here? What do you guys got to do to lock it up and win here?
Just put the pucks in the net and lay the body, get the puck deep, and as soon as you get to the red line, make sure it's in the zone and deep, and then help our D out, obviously.
Best of luck in the third.
Thank you.
Stern's going to jump into the third period here. Tie game 3-3. A roller coaster ride of events so far in this game, but to see if Potomac has what it takes to finish out and grab themselves 2 points here.
Welcome back to Patriots Hockey here at the Prince William Ice Center. Third period action just about to get underway. We're all tied at 3. We do have a carryover penalty against Richmond. It's Durko in the box still for 56 seconds. We'll see if the Patriots can capitalize here to gain themselves a 4-3 lead. Face-off won back by the Patriots, but all the way deep inside their own zone, so they'll have to give chase. Over for Doc Gensler. And up through center now. And the plink goes out of play. Sorry about that, folks. We'll get the camera back in order here. There we go. There. Now we're back in order. Sorry about that. Patriots Hockey is proudly partnered with Prince William Hockey Club and Potomac Prospects. Visit pwhockey.com for more details. What? Shrimps? Okay, sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt.
I'm trying to hear what's going on down on the ice down there.
Okay.
Nobody's talking. Shh. Shh. I can hear nothing but profanities down on the ice.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
then we should start talking.
Face off to the right of Bar. Everything's worked out, whatever they got to do. Turchenik in there in the circle. 40 ticks left with the man advantage.
All right. Face-off won back by the Patriots. Now it's up top to Gensler. Gensler winds up, takes a shot. Oh! No goal. Cross-checking is the call against Potomac.
Oh.
Wow. Silence. 19:38 left here in the third.
That's
it's going to be 4-on-4 for the
pretty
next
weak
37 or
sauce.
34 seconds. Turchenik gets nailed with a cross-checking.
Gensler rifled that thing into the net. That had.
But there's nobody in the way to block it because Turchenik had just cross-checked him out of the way. Oh, goodness. Well, there's that.
I thought they called no goal, to be honest with you. I'm like, no, that clearly went in the net, but I get what he's laying down. Frustrating, but just another hurdle to jump over. Game's tied at 3 here. Just a few seconds into this third period.
And away we go. It's Doc Gensler. Here's a call from Johnny.
Well, the penalty kill in 15 seconds for a side here.
And it's Mendoza up at the red line. Going back to Gensler is 5 seconds. We'll go on a Reebok Hockey penalty kill, ReebokHockey.com. For more details on the latest and greatest in hockey gear. Mendoza will chase it down back into his own zone. There's Richmond trying to set things up here on the man advantage. They have 2 power play goals under their belts. Patriots with 1. It'll be Chad Lopez, far circle. Zielinski with a shot and a save by Parsons.
This lateral movement in the crease there by Parsons, keeping this game knotted at 3.
1 minute left to kill on Turchenik's penalty.
Almost a quick change of pace here in the opening seconds of the third period. Potomac actually scored a goal called off, however, by a Turchenik penalty. It's a rocket of a shot by Doc Gensler.
And up top, it's Zielinski. Off over for Hun. Back to Zielinski. Back over to Hun. Hun to Zielinski. Back over to Hun.
To Zielinski. Oh,
Hun takes a shot and Parsons catches it off into the breadbasket and holds on. 18-15 left here in the third. 3-3 score. 37 seconds left on Turchenek's penalty. Patriots hockey is sponsored by the Spina Joint Institute of Fairfax, Virginia. Visit sjinstitute.com for more details on how to address your family wellness, sports medicine, and chiropractic needs. Didn't see Doc today. He's not in the house.
yeah. At least Doc's been spotty here and there this season.
It's pretty busy. The business is booming. And a point shot by Fasciano. It's gunned into the monumental advertisement as it goes over for Hunt. Hunt, far circle, takes a shot, and they're going to say face-off outside or something or another. Crease violation it is.
Lacrosse rules.
18:02 left here in the third. 24 seconds left to kill. Not Turchenek's penalty.
Can I ask a question?
Sure you
What
can.
constitutes a crease
That was
violation?
a question. Good job. Crease violation is when you're in there just long enough. The referee tells you to get out, get out, get out, and you ignore him constantly, and then they call you for crease violation. Surprised this one's... Well, no, actually, I'm not surprised this one's not an icing because we still got a man in the box. And this one being handled up at the blue line by Hun. Leaves it there. Zielinski shot scores! Blue Haler with the go-ahead goal on a power play. Makes it 4-3 Richmond with 17:40 left here in the third.
Yeah, Haler struck once again on the power play. That's the second one of the game.
Second power play goal.
Yep. You know, left unattended to in front of the net. Just a simple one-timer. You're not going to miss that too often. And Parsons got hung out to dry on that one. Defense has got to do a better job of getting back and setting themselves up for the penalty kill.
Face-off at center. 30-24 shots in favor of the Richmond Generals, who have a 4-3 lead. And plenty of discussion with the referee at center is Holloway.
36, Blue Haler. Assistant Director 5, Jack Zielinski. Haler throws it.
And so ends Tim's reign of having a point or an assist on every Richmond goal. So 3 for 4 ain't bad. Ferris looking for a day off. He'll send it off over for Karanoff. Karanoff will dump it in. Parsons dropping it off there for Mendoza. Sending it over to Karanoff at the far point. Takes a shot. Goes well wide over to the near side. Now Ferris trying to dig it in deep. And it squirts out in the neutral zone where Karanoff will pick it up at the red line. He'll toss that one right back in, and we have an offside. It went right in on the goaltender. So 16:51 remains here in the third. Patriots down by a goal. We'll be back here in December. This is the last game for a little while here for these Patriots. They'll take a couple of weeks off going into the holiday break. Be back on the other side. First weekend in December against
Hampton Roads?
Hampton Roads Whalers. Good answer.
Thanks.
I believe it's Hampton Roads.
Yeah, I think I'm right.
I'll have to double check. It might be East Coast, actually.
Usually am.
You might be wrong. It might be East Coast. I could have jumped the gun on that one.
What do you know?
Sorry about that.
Sorry?
Sorry?
Don't be sorry.
Oh, my knees are a little bit sorry. Over. In front of the Richmond bench. Richmond dumping it in over to the near corner. McDonald will scoop it up on his backhand. Yeah, it is East Coast Eagles.
Like I said, East Coast.
And it's a feed to the front. Hunt couldn't get it home. You said Hampton Roads.
Nope.
Tricky.
Pretty sure you got to go to the tape on that one. Here, I'll stop recording. You can see.
Not again, please. Spencer Keogh trying to kick it around there. It's taken away by Hun. Hun, trying to move it up. I believe it's Hoon, actually. Is it not? Is it Hoon?
I think John corrected me on the way up here.
It is Hoon. All right. This one sent all the way down.
Good
and
German
this
name.
one will make it far enough.
That went through the crease.
No.
Is that not a thing anymore?
No, it's not.
Okay.
15:42 left here in the third. things have kind of slowed down in this game, and Richmond holding on to this 4-3 lead. Great back and forth contest, but yeah.
Potomac's got to dig in and find a way to tie this game up once again. They've done it once already. Had the lead twice in this game so far.
Face off to the right of Parsons. Taken away by Goodry. Goodry up top. Guidry. Sorry. And this one deflects into the Patriots bench. Face off will stay inside. Fans want to get back into the game? Well, you need Mid-County PT to help you recover from that old sports injury. Mid-County Physical Therapy, midcountypt.com for more details. Goodry with it. In the far corner. Way to be corrected on everything I say by a teacher.
Educator.
And it's Mikey Carr leaving it down low into that corner for Doc Gensler. Gensler backhanding it onto the tape of Fasciano. Fasciano will take it out of his own zone through center and tries to put it up for Guidry. Guidry's going to try to chase it down here with Mendoza, and he crashes into Mendoza, but Mendoza walks away victoriously as he gets the puck, but he tries to clear it out. Wesley, the referee, supports. Lopez up top, the point shot. Dewey bounces along the far post. Now we got a penalty coming up to Doc Gensler.
Not the way you wanted to see them start the third period here.
Third period started. Ooh.
I didn't record it. Oh, God.
Power play goal is the difference maker in this one. Second power play goal scored by Blue Haler. No, there is no penalty coming up. I saw a referee's arm shoot up.
Maybe he was just stopping the play.
That was all.
Maybe he was doing calisthenics.
He was.
We'll never know.
I apologize. He was a little animate on the stoppage of that play. Mikey Carr is going to take on three generals here. Carr takes his shot and deflects past the glove of Max Barr. Trying to keep it in there was Nick Gray, but it slithered its way away from him. As this one's launched in the far corner of the Richmond zone, in the far corner, back behind the cage now. Dewey putting it up along the near wing for Durko. Durko, Holloway. Holloway will backhand it up and out. Medeiros will intercept that one. And he'll pass it off to Garrett Newton, who takes a shot, and Barr will make the stick save. Over to the near side, over to the far side now. It's going to be chased down by Garrett Newton, who gets ahead of Leonard and scoops it down low as Ferris will pick it up into the near corner. Ferris on his backhand trying to get it out. Kevin McDonald goes in there for the check, kept in there by Carr. Carr feeding it to the front, and McDonald gets tied up, and we have a delayed call coming up here. And Richmond touches the puck, and Potomac will go on across ice. Feed power play with 13:48 left here in the third.
Could be what the doctor ordered right on this. Another opportunity for the Potomac Patriots with the man advantage. They've looked all right today so far. I believe Turchenix was a power play goal. Scored about 4 seconds into the power play. So let's see if we can make quick work of them again. We got a timeout coming here.
I think so. So what's the strategy here, Shremsy?
I don't know. I like when I like when Turchenix just took charge of that one and just barreled his way to the front of the net. So let's go with that again.
Okay.
He's been pretty good on the face-off today, too. He's won quite a few, if I'm not mistaken. We don't have a stat boy up here. He's off for the weekend, so that's kind of tough.
Great commentary.
It's a timeout. What do you?
I know.
So this week I watched.
Did you go see it?
I watched 8 hours of The Walking Dead this weekend so far. So
I thought you were going to go to the movies to go see Dumb and Dumber 2.
Yeah. That's I think that's Wednesday.
Make it. Oh, you're doing it without me. Oh. We're going to make a mandate out of it.
Well, usually the weekends we have games here. It's
true.
It's like Dumb and Dumber 2 up here.
Lloyd, pay attention. Gensler up top. The hooking call. Shot through traffic, the rebound, and it's swallowed up front. And the pushing and shoving ensues. As to be expected.
No, it's back and forth between these two teams with the physicality. I wonder though if they can draw Richmond into a penalty here and try and get a 5-on-3 opportunity.
A face-off will be to the right of Max Barr.
Trechenik hasn't scored yet, so that's kind of disappointing. McDonald in the face-off.
Wow, talking about shaking things up. McDonald will take the face-off. It'll be Nick Gray and Doc Gensler up top. To the front, it'll be Strykars. And to the left here, it's Mikey Carr.
Do we see a quick shot off the face-off here?
How did they get the last change on that one? No.
And a Strykar is bullying his way to the front of the net.
Seems about right. And it'll be Strykars poking it up top for Doc Gensler. Gensler looking for a lane. Over to the near side now. Mikey Carr fakes it up top. Gensler takes the shot through traffic and a bouncer. And we have a delayed call coming up here. It's a 5-on-3 coming up.
Somebody just said that. Did they run by and say it? We should get a 5-on-3 here? I think somebody ran by. We picked it up on the microphone. Nonetheless, a real opportunity here for the Pats to get this game all knotted up at 4 and maybe take a lead.
I think the broadcast is skipping. Karanov in the box for a cross check. 4-3 Richmond holding on to this lead. 13:22 left here in the third. Patriots looking to knot it up. A cross ice feed power play. And here we go.
McDonald again on the face-off.
Yeah. That's one over to the slot. Here comes Nick Gray. In on the first circle with a shot. A save by Barr. A great glove save. And face off on the other circle now. Now who will they put in the circle? It'll be Nick Gray. They're opting to keep it where, well, they're both. Well, Gray's a lefty, or Gray's a righty, I beg your pardon. Okay, so that makes a little more sense, but Richmond wins that draw. Clearing attempt foiled as Doc Gensler has it now at the blue line. Gensler still with it, top of the umbrella, over to the near circle. Finds Carr, back up top. Gensler to Carr. Carr shoots. Oh, what a save by Barr. The rebound. Oh, and Maduro's trying to squeeze it home, but it comes over to the near side. Half boards for Carr. Over to the far circle. Up top. Gensler looking for a lane. Pulls the trigger and a pad save by Barr. And we got 1:05 left here on the 5-on-3. 12:50 left here in the third. Patriots looking to knot it up here. They are down a goal, 4-3. Far circle. McDonald's shot blocked by Fasciano, and he is hurt. And Mikey Carr, near circle, up top. It's Doc Gensler to the far circle, to the slot with a shot. Oh, and he couldn't get it in his wheelhouse.
Set play on that one.
And with it, Mikey Carr sticking with it here. Into the slot. Gray shoots. Scores! Make me a bicycle clown. They tied at 4 on a cross-ice feed power play.
Patience is a virtue. Nick Gray had all the time in the world in the slot there to wait for the goaltender to make his move. Then he took his shot, beat him glove side. And we got a tie game here with a man advantage still at hand. $1:06 left to go and a 5-on-4 opportunity for Potomac. Why not take the lead here?
Why not?
Why not?
Okay, just answer my question.
That was it.
No.
That was the question.
Potomac Patriots goal! Scored by number 52, Michael Carr. Assisted by number 61, Nick Gray. That's Carr for Gray, a 5-on-3 power play goal.
So, they
was
both
it backwards?
What?
Didn't Gray get it?
I thought so. Okay. Here's Mikey Carr setting it up with a shot. Oh, what a save by Barr, and the net is off. The net is off, and somebody got chopped on the heels. As Fasciano going after McDonald. Do not take the bait and walk away. We were talking with some of these Richmond players at Subway before the game, and
they gave us some insight as to what happened last night.
They did. They did. When you put the bait out there, the other team takes it. Kind of works to your advantage. I mean, we're without Anderson today. We're without Crilly. We're without Wadier. We are without Moyer. Well, we have Moyer. He's up here in the booth. But still, you know, the fact remains they all took the bait on that. But remember, Cameron Durham, their top point getter, he was suspended last night. So, and then Ryan Gazik, one of their top defenders. And then Kyler Pollitt, too. So, I mean, I think Potomac probably took the brunt of the suspensions, I guess, when they got the right players out. Anderson, big boy.
Oh, yeah.
20 seconds left on the man advantage. We're all tied up at 4. Patriots looking to get that go-ahead goal. Medeiros setting it up there. Mikey Carr driving it over to the near side up top. Steered it to Gensler. Over for McDonald. Down low, far corner. It's Nick Gray. Up top, McDonald. Over, Gensler. Pulls the trigger. Through traffic. Carr couldn't get that rebound. It was left juicy. And now Richmond returns to even strength as they break out through neutral with Haler. Haler couldn't get a hold of that puck there. Now as he has it on his backhand back into his own zone. There was too many men on the ice. That guy went zooming off. Did you see that?
I did see that.
And Gray. Did they get away with him there? And here comes the chance. Oh, Hoon just got totally foiled. And it's sent up along the glass and out. Here's for Stephen Gerke. Gerke across the blue line. Gerke to the far circle. Gerke takes a shot and a save there. A rebound lands its way into the slot and taken away by Hoon. Hoon with it now in through neutral. Up ahead now, he clears it in, and no icing as Parsons back behind. Set it up there for Justin Mendoza. Mendoza being chased over to the near side now, being pressured by Hoon. Up along the wing for Gerke. Gerke trying to get it past Dewey. And it's cleared in by Devin Melise. Melise will still have it, though, into the circle on his backhand. Up along the side of the net there. Ferris had his man tied up in front. That was, I believe, Jack Strykars. Kept in there at the blue line, down low into the corner. Devin Melise trying to feed it up for Strykars with a shot on goal, and Barr, he'll steer it into the glove with 10:08 left here in the third.
Injury. Want to feel better today? Get back in the game. You need
Echo. 10:08. The remains here is 32 to 31 shots owned by the Patriots at the moment. Pretty well balanced game, Shrems.
It has been. It's been a lot of fun to watch, to be honest with you.
Excuse me.
Back and forth. Last time I believe we saw these two teams, it was a 5-2 loss for Potomac.
We'll go ahead and confirm that in a moment. You just leave me with the tough questions. The shot goes right into the glove of Parsons as he holds on.
Usually I would have those things in front of us. Confirm it?
Yes, it was 5-2.
It was.
You are good. They lost the night before that one, 4-5. 9:50 left here in the third.
Like I said, despite what the score sheet tells you, these teams match up incredibly well. Just a little bit more physicality. A nice rivalry that's developed this season. Been a lot of fun to watch.
A shot getting deflected through traffic there, goes wide. Holloway on his backhand to the front up top. It goes to Fasciano, who takes a shot through traffic. Parsons a save and is scooped out into the neutral zone. And you see Paquin in badly in need of a haircut there, trying to chase down Fasciano. Fasciano taps it in front of the timekeeper's bench, rattles a few cages in there, and Holloway takes it in offsides.
Offsides.
Stoppage of play. 9:22 left here in the third. 4-4 is your score. Patriots hockey. You can follow the news, the stats, and much, much more at PotomacPatriots.net. Also, for league standings, player stats across the league, it's USPHL.com. Swung around over to the far half boards inside the Patriots zone. He kept in there for the moment by Haler as it comes up top to the blue line. Kept in there by Ferris, who takes a shot, a block by Medeiros, the rebound. And it's cleared away by the Patriots. As it's feathered ahead now. Nick Gray trying to hook up with Mikey Carr. He'll get it back, though, at the red line. So he's tapped away from him. Medeiros breaking towards the net. Here comes a chance to the front, and Medeiros couldn't get the shot away. He was just out of his reach. And now, the other way, it's Richmond. Up along now for Durko, trying to get around Mendoza, but Mendoza will get to the puck first. And he goes flying into the boards. A little bit of an early hit, but regardless, play carries on. And a spin around shot there by Lopez. And it's Michael Lopez. Just goes wide of the net. There's 8.5 left here in the third. Kept in there by Blue Haler. Haler takes a shot from the short side there. Nice save there by Parsons, and the rebound was left juicy there, but nobody can slam it home.
Another giveaway inside the zone. Just those cross-ice passes does not work. They figured it out. That's the second giveaway this period of that nature, and it's not what you want to see out of this team. Especially this late in the game, things as tight as they are.
Face off to the right of Parsons, won by the Generals, but it'll be picked off by the Patriots strikers. Ahead for Gerke. Gerke trying to set a pass ahead of his man, and it's cut off by Dewey. Strikers was the intended target of that pass. Nice cut off there by Melise. Coach rolling with this line a few more times here, as it'll be McDonald pitching in there. Newton calling for the pass across ice. As Garrett Newton, not Coach Newton. I don't know why he would call for a pass. Over to the near side now, Strykars. Tapping it in, goes past Melise, off into the near corner. I joked with Coach Newton before the game, saying that he only called up Garrett Newton because he has a cool last name.
It's true.
That, and he is also doing a fine job down at the Empire level.
Team as a whole looks pretty good down there.
We'll get to see them right after this one.
Looking forward to that one. Big game for them, too.
Sole possession of second place is at stake in the Southern Conference between those two teams.
Someone gets it today.
Face off up front there. The left of Max Barr. And misses everybody here. It does not go far enough for icing. Kevin McDonald will scoop it up here, trying to get around Kyle Hoon. Launched through center. Stolen away by Zielinski, who waits for his team to get back on sides. Leonard did so, and Zielinski will go in deep. And a backhand feed to the front. They score. No goal. No goal is the call. They're going to say crease violation.
Oh, this is the second one.
This guy must be a product of the 90s era.
Obstruction crease violation.
Yeah, obstruction hooking. Yeesh, I'll say. 7-16, 7-1-6. Left here in the third, 4-4 score.
Yeah, they got blown off immediately, though. It was a beautiful tic-tac-toe goal.
Well, we're going to give the explanation here. Wesley will hopefully go to the box and explain why. Nope, he'll go to the coach and say directly to him.
Is that Coach Hertz over there?
I don't have their information in front of me here. You're asking hard questions. Where's that color commentator?
Somebody would have this taken care of. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be me. I'm not doing those things, but you're far more involved than I.
Ooh.
Turn it up a little bit. Up,
sure.
Down a little bit.
What's that? You want an explanation? I'm going to go ahead and blast this right here. There's no coaches currently listed on USPHL.com.
Then who's behind the bench is what I want to know. Who is that man?
That's an illegal roster move. 2 minutes in the box.
Text RJ, let him know what's going on.
7-1-6 left here in the third.
It's a sign.
It's a sign.
Good
I'm
things
going
to
to go
come.
check out that 716 Sports Bar in Buffalo there at the Harbor Center when I go up next weekend.
There you go.
Face off, one back from Mendoza. We're looking for our go-ahead goal here. Now it's over for Turchenik. Turchenik gets it across the line. Has Spencer Keogh lift up a leg there to get it through, and now it'll be Goodry. Goodry trying to get through traffic there as he tries to get around Mendoza. Sticking with it there is Goodry. He backhand passes it down there for Leonard. Leonard along the half boards trying to feed it through the circle for Goodry that was going towards the net. Holloway, half boards. Holloway having a little trouble there. So he'll dish it off there. I believe that's Durko. We'll send it around over to the near side. I beg your pardon, that was Leonard. Oh, and a stick went further than the puck there.
I was following the stick, thought it was the puck. Hello.
Spencer Keogh launches this one high into the air and into the rafters. We'll get a stoppage of play. 6:25 left here in the third. I don't know if that's a sign of anything, but 4-4 is your score.
Patriot Nation spans around the globe thanks to Cross-Ice Ski. Whether you live in Fairfax or Ajax, Rossman or Russia, you can tune in and watch Patriot games live.
Face off at center ice.
No email, so we're good.
On CrossIceGame.com.
And a face-off won by Richmond. And it's over. Garrett Newton back inside of his own zone. McDonald swinging around the horn over to the near side now. Lopez couldn't keep it in for Richmond. That was Michael Lopez. But now here's a chance the other way for Potomac. Strykars in the slot, takes a shot. I believe he got a piece of the net. As we come down to 6 minutes.
Touched off the crossbar just barely.
Next goal could possibly win this one. And along the near side, it's Beal back inside of his own zone, going back to the defense. It's Dewey. He'll send this one down the ice, and this one will miss everybody, and this one will be called an icing, and the coaching staff with Richmond does not believe it.
Pretty routine call. 5:43 left to go here in the third period. 4-4 across the board. Shots 35-32 in favor of the Richmond Generals.
One back over for Ferris for Richmond, and it's pushed ahead now by Beal. Mendoza going D to D there, gets it to Gensler. He's on launch to the air, missing everybody. They're gonna call it an icing.
That's an interesting call.
5:32 left here in the third, 4-4. Patriots back in action. The Elite Patriots will be back here December 6th against the East Coast Eagles. 2 games set here at the Prince William Ice Center, pwice.com for more details on stick and shoot, public skate schedules, and much, much more. It's pwice.com for the Prince William Ice Center, located at 5180 Dale Boulevard in Woodbridge, Virginia. Back behind now, it's Kyle Hoon with it now over to the far corner. He's trying to get away from Nick Gray. Speaking of Nick's, shout out to Nick Skurlick. See you back here real soon, buddy.
Hopefully with a haircut.
Hopefully with a haircut, please. Too much hair to deal with. Zelensky, near circle, takes a
Nice
shot.
save.
Nice pass save by Parsons. A rebound kicked all the way out. And Medeiros is out with it now. Medeiros, near circle, trying to work all alone, trying to wrap it around. But a better save there by Barr, who got to the post just in time. And in the near circle and up ahead now. To be played up along the wing and out of the reach of Hoon. Doc Gensler is playing defense today. Puts it up along the glass and up through neutral. Trying to glove it down with Fasciano, but he turns it over. Here comes Stephen Gerke. Gerke, far circle, takes a shot. And that one blocked up there by the defense with a diving effort by Dewey. Great effort. 4.5 left here in the third. 4-4 score. Dewey chasing it down. Turns it over to Gerke. Gerke trying to maintain control of it here. He'll swing it back along the half boards there. Intended there for Devin Melise, but now it's stolen away by Richmond. Melise opened the scoring in this game early on in the first period. And Gerke will clear it in on the offside. .409 left here in the third. 4-4 is your score. David Stearns, Brian Schrems, the cross ice feed calling this action. This elite action, the United States Premier Hockey League. Stay tuned for Empire action on the other side between Potomac and Richmond's Empire squads. And it's a late offside. Patriots tag up. Applying some pressure now are the Patriots. And it's kept in there by Melise. Melise taking a shot, bar the save. No rebound coming. Strykars crashes the net.
Strykar saw the loose puck. It's his job. He goes to the net. He knows what to do. Melise setting that opportunity up for Strykars to pick up a rebound. Melise had the first goal of the game, opening goal. His third of the season for Mendoza.
Face off to the left. And it's Nick Gray with a backhand shot, and it'll be swallowed up again by Barr. Time winding down on this one. Do we need extra time, Shrems, do you think?
I hope not. I hope they can figure this out in the next couple minutes here and come out of here with a win.
Well, hopefully it happens right now.
Big 2 points for this Potomac Patriots squad. Has not picked up a win in quite some time. I'm going to say they're on a 6 or 7 game losing streak, so they got to get off the schneid.
Tough questions again. They have not won since that first game against the East Coast Eagles. So you are indeed correct, sir. 6 game losing streak, but 2 shootout losses in there in the mix. 2 in the showcase. Medeiros, far circle, drops it off. Gray pulls the trigger. Oh! Scores! It's a cardigan, but thanks for noticing. 5-4 Potomac.
Unbelievable shot by Nick Gray. Just an absolute rocket of a shot. Medeiros dropped the puck, took 2 guys with him. Gray had a clear line to the net. Just a blistering slap shot. That's how you finish a play. That's your captain, Nick Gray. Stepping up when he needs to step up. Big opportunity here for the Pats to get off the schneid, get themselves 2 points. Got to finish strong, though, Stearnsy.
Oh, captain, my captain. He gets them the 1-goal lead with 3:14 left here now in the third period.
Potomac Patriots goal! Scored by number 61, Nick Gray. Assisted by number 98,
And it's back behind the Richmond goal. Fasciano trying to get away from Stephen Gerke, who will apply some pressure. And it's picked off there by Devin Melise. Gerke back on side there. Gerke on his backhand, trying to work his way to the front. Comes up top of the far circle, and Strykars couldn't settle it down. Over for Melise. He'll chop that one into the glass over to the near side. It's McDonald pinching in. Gerke will cover him. And he goes back to the blue line, and Melise will have to chase it down inside of his own zone. No icing here with 2:20 to play in the third period. 5-4 Potomac, and Melise almost gave that one away, but Mendoza will have it. Working with Medeiros with a pass over from Melise. Melise is way at the end of his shift here. His Strykars is off as well. Gerke had already changed. Melise is going to go for the bench here. As we have Gray's line out here, who just recently scored. We're rolling through these lines pretty quickly, I'd say. 2 minutes left here in the third. Patriots with a 5-4 lead. Nick Gray picking it off through center red.
Coach told us pregame he wants short shifts. Get these guys on, get these guys off. And we're at the end of the game here. I think they're going to come fast and furious, to be honest with you.
Medeiros and Gensler collide with Beal. So we come down to 1:40 left here in the third. And Carr, watch out there. Ooh. Carr settling it down in front of his bench, trying to duck it away from a check from Leonard. And Leonard will push it through, and it's slapped out with an extra effort there. We got some pushing and shoving in the slot. And the Patriots zone is, we come down to 1:20 left. Karanoff with it, setting up along the far wing. Still stuck in neutral. Trying to get it out of the mud here are the Richmond Generals. But now it's Doc Gensler along the near wing. Gensler with a nice little move with a kick to the stick. He still has control. Over to the far circle he goes. And he's going to take it off to kill some time. Good for him. Gensler all the way back to his own zone. Next to Medeiros. Wow. I'll give him that. Mikey Carr through center. Oh, he almost gets run over. And it'll be ruled a hand pass. 52 seconds left. Face-off coming back into the Patriots zone. Wow.
Smart play there by Gensler not to keep the puck inside the zone. He had clear ice in the defensive end. He took all of it and killed a couple extra seconds off at this point.
Pulling the goalie? No. I'm going to have him at the top of the circle. Yes, Zielinski has the puck for Richmond,
gone.
And he's off to the bench. It's Lopez, Michael Lopez. Extra attacker is on for Richmond. Tim will be that extra attacker. He's hovering in the slot. Puck bouncing around over to the near side now. Richmond maintaining control. Fasciano feeds to the slot, and it's open in the slot there, and it's taken away by Patriots. No, they turn it over to Haler. 30 seconds left. Feed to the front there, and a save, and the net is knocked off, and the whistle has not gone. And now it has. And the coaching staff of Richmond is unimpressed with the fact that the net was knocked off.
So why not, if you're the referee, why not step in there, adjust the net, and continue going? Keep the play alive.
I don't know. You could do it, David Leggio did, and just throw the net off. What, you think you're going to score? And a shot just gets gunned wide here as it comes up to the blue line. Not out. Kept in by Fasciano. So we come down to 15 seconds on a shot there blocked.
Going to do it.
Here comes Zielinski with a chance here over to the far half boards. Zielinski getting a return pass up top. Takes a shot through traffic, deflected away. We come down to 10 seconds and a hard check there. And the puck is underneath Doc Gensler. So we come down to 2-1 like a glove. 5-4 Potomac wins against the Richmond Generals to split the weekend.
Man, that was much needed, was it not?
Oh, the streak has been broken.
Monkey off your back, gentlemen. You got your win.
First win in 7 games for these Potomac Patriots. So, 1-5-2. Hopefully this is the corner that they will turn.
Get back on track.
Get back on track, yes. 2 games coming up against the East Coast Eagles. They'll have 2 weeks to recover. Get through the fall break, to be politically correct. I'd like to thank Dustin Moyer for his work on camera this evening. Stay tuned, we got Empire action on the other side. As the Potomac Patriots, the elite, defeat the Richmond Generals with a final score of 5-4. We'll see you on the other side. As always, don't stop believing.
This game here with Nick Gray. The monkey is officially off your back. You guys got to win. You guys bucked on hard in that third period. A little bit about the goal that you eventually got as the game winner.
Yeah, it was an easy play actually. I mean, I know that we always struggle to go into the net, but we always drive to the net. So I knew Corey was going to try to take it, and then he looked at me and he was dropping it, and then he had that play where he just kind of ran into two people, and I just randomly shot it. I didn't know it went in until everyone else started cheering.
This was one of those games we looked at coming into it. Shortened roster, bunch of things going on with injuries. You kind of hope that you just stay afloat in this game, but you guys, it seems as though you took control and just buried your heads into the ice in the third period there and got the job done. What was the sentiment after the game?
We knew that after that incident of happened last game that we only had 2 Ds, so we knew we had to bear down and play better defense because we had to move some forwards back also. And I know we have 2 weeks off now, so that everyone just give it all you got. Last period, I mean, you battle wounds, block shot, get a bruise on the bone, and it'll heal in 2 weeks, so you'll be back and playing.
We were talking before the game with the coach and the commentators ourselves. This team, when healthy, when disciplined, can compete with just about any team in the league. Do you agree? And tell us why.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And when honestly, I think we are the skilledest team in the league. We just take undisciplined penalties. All heads are just most of the time too.
Enjoy your time off, well deserved. Big 5-4 victory for the Potomac Patriots elite squad tonight. Stearns is a lot of fun to watch, roller coaster ride, but they got the monkey off their back, got a win, and a nice 2-week break ahead of them.